she likes to spit. My grandma wears purple. 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 My grandma wears purple and she likes to spit. My grandma wears purple. I said 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm kicking in the door. Everybody put their hands in the air tonight, cause I'm better than a fucking full moon at night. And my skin is light, but the blood that I bleed is hip-hop tight. Cause one time for my mom, she was on my case, and I broke her favorite face. She said, Jacob, my kaboom, and she hit me with the goddamn wooden spoon. And I started to shout, she just hit me again and said, now you got something to fucking cry about. That's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. That's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. But I forgive my mom for doing wrong, cause she gave me the strength to write this song to the whole wide world. We're gonna drop this bomb. We ain't doing no harm to anyone. We're just talking some shit to make it move your bones, and we keep the party cracking to the early morning. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. So I huff and I puff on the purple stuff, and I blow the whole fucking record industry up. And I like to play rough. I got enough chips to call you bluff. I got platinum, white, gold, ruby links and cups. But yo, it's never enough. And I said shit, and I'm straight legit, except for maybe just a little tiny bit. I said fuck, but I passed the buck. And all I'm looking for is a little bit of luck. I said, damn, excuse me, ma'am, but I'm sick of eating this disgusting spam. And you can raise the price of gas, but it just comes down to the price of grass. And I really don't care about your color or class, cause it's $40 fucking for that 3-gram bag. I said, shit. And my grandma wears purple and she likes to spit. And she always said, watch your back and the ones you're with. Why you gonna watch that when you can watch this on your big ass plaza? Gonna put my fist, and I flip you the bird. Now I just say a word, explain to your daughter daddy what she heard. I said shit, and I cuss every time that I write a rhyme. I can't help it. And I cuss every time that I write a rhyme. I can't help it. I said 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm kicking in the door. Everybody put their hands in the air tonight, cause I'm better than a fucking full moon at night. And my skin is light, but the blood that I bleed is hip-hop tight. Cause one time with my mom, she was on my case, and I broke her favorite vase. She said, Jacob, my kaboom, and she hit me with the goddamn one spoon. And I started to shout, she just hit me again and said, now you got something to fucking cry about. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. And that's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. That's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. That's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. That's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. That's the truth and that's the deal, that's a real. Not the hands of the clock and not the key out the lock. I tell you a story, she was sucking my rock and licking my balls. She was doing it all, buttoning my drawers. She was down to her knees, she was aiming to please. Cause I got a big check for my royalties. I got a Bentley and a bag of weed with no seeds, bitch, please. And I still like Biggie more than Tupac. And I talk a lot about what I got, but it really doesn't matter, cause my pockets stay fatter like my waistline. And I gotta thank Dre for that line. So I turn around and I drop 50 cents in the telephone. And you better be home, cause I want a bone. I bring a double cappuccino and a strawberry scone. And I'll lick your titty, I won't lick your clitty, but I'll pet your kitty. And that's a fact, and that's a track. And that's how it is with the wall to your back. And you'll get wet from the grind and sweat. And it's kind of fun, cause we just met about an hour ago. And now I gotta go to my show, cause I know you know I love the dough. And I always say yes, and I never say no to a sweet little honey. After the show, wants an autograph or maybe a kiss, with always a praise and never a diss. And you play cards right and you get your wish. And the next thing you know, you're on that list. Buying fancy cars and Gucci things and a big fat fucking pinky diamond ring. With the house and the keys, and I'm stacking cheese. When I hang up the cell, I always say peace to a 6-figure deal and major cheese. Cause the rhymes will flow, they come at ease and never stop to seize to amazing peeps. Then I tell you one thing, I'm a real fucking mean. Go ahead, DJ Mike, let the little birdie sing. Let bird sing. And I said, shit, and I'm straight legit. Except for maybe just a little tiny bit of said fuck. But I passed the buck, and all I'm looking for is a little bit of luck. I said, damn, excuse me, man, but I'm sick of eating this disgusting spam. You can raise the price of gas, but it just comes down to the price of grass. I really don't care about your color or class, cause it's $40 fucking for that 3 gram bag. I said, shit, and my grandma wears purple and she likes to spit. And she always said, watch your back and the ones you with. Why you gonna watch that when you could watch this on your big ass? Class gonna put my fist and I flip you the bird. And I just say word, explain to your daughter daddy what she heard. This on your big ass, class gonna put my fist and I flip you the bird. I just say word, explain to your daughter daddy what she heard. I said shit, and I cuss every time that I ride a rhyme. I can't help it. And I cuss every time that I ride a rhyme. I can't help it. And my grandma wears purple and she likes to spit. My grandma wears purple and my grandma wears purple. And my grandma wears purple and my grandma wears purple. My grandma wears purple and my grandma wears purple. And my grandma wears purple and she likes to spit. My grandma wears purple and my grandma wears purple.